Good morning, everyone. Welcome to I-8. It's the final round here in London. We're currently watching Geography. I am British User, your main commentator for today, and I will be joined by British Kota. I don't think they're here at the moment, so it's currently qualifying. There's 9 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. There's your driver tower. 20 drivers on the leaderboard right now. The fastest time on track is a 1:21.611 set by Jogsy, the driver who we are watching right now.
Jogsy in the X21, arguably the fastest driver that's ever been in that seat, but you know, we'll have to see what happens.
Exactly.
I just realised the team owner for 97 is driving the 97, so. Oh, and he's struggling at the hairpin. Oh, he set the wall. How nice.
Right, there we go. Everybody, Deeper Dolphin, our own. How do I word this without offending him? The head of media, driving his own track.
And hey, he's not in last. He's not in last though, Project. He's doing well today.
He's not in last. He's only 3.1 seconds off the pace, but consider the amount of illegal practice Deeper Dolphin will have had driving on his own track. That's a joke, by the way.
Well, I mean, going into I-8 FP with that, let's say,
Andy Binzer.
With that interesting hairpin, I don't think this track has been tested much by him.
No. It was tested, and then no changes were made. It was perfect, and Deeper didn't like to take criticism on this track. Jogsy, by the looks of it, seems to be going on a flyer at the moment, heading through turn 4. Oh, and he resets. Never mind. Accurist, however, has gone purple in the first sector. Let's see how they can do in the second sector, which is primarily a straight. But let's see. He's yellow in the second sector, but that could all change. This final sector can gain or lose you a lot of time.
Watch what he does on the hairpin. You see how he hits the wall there? Yeah, they're all doing that. Well done, D-Pod, well done. You've made your track exploit friendly. Congrats, mate. But hey, Jogsy is still in P1. Max Poke in the Cobra Racing has just gone into P2, and Accurus does not improve, so stays in P3.
Stays P3. Let's watch that instant replay of D-Pod spinning his lap. Hopefully, there we go. D-Pod coming through the penultimate corner, through the arches, and now heading towards the chicane. And he just doesn't turn, or forgets to. Turns too much even. Hits the wall on the inside and crashes.
Yeah, and I don't know if you... it'll be a bit late now, but Max Poke using that, let's say, trick to get his car straight. I don't like that. I really think drivers should be disqualified for doing that. I don't think it's fair. But we'll have to see what the race director says about that.
Well, even though it's not fair, the drivers are doing it, and there's not much you can do about that.
Well, they could, like, add an invisible wall. There you go, Matt's just done it. Oh, he's failed at doing it, though. Let's see if Super Fist does it. Super Fist coming towards the hairpin. Yep, Super Fist did it, but he messed up. And will the McLaren here do it? course he will.
Well, I mean, when you have an advantage that's given to you by the track, you are going to take that regardless. And have they just hit the arch there? I think they have. They're going very slow.
No, they did hit the arch as they was going through it. Of course, it's a very thin section of track there, so.
What I haven't noticed is that Matt is driving and seems to be on a good lap. Let's see if he will go purple again in the first section. No, he won't, but we'll have to see if he can improve on his lap that he failed to do in the final and second sector.
Pilot for me spins. Both the Cobra Racings spinning at the chicane. Well done, you two.
Depod has been very kind to all of the drivers and not updated their graphics. He's only updated his own, and I don't even know what that theme is called, honestly.
Which one? The one you're watching is
Is
Pro
that-
Drive.
No, is that Cyrex that
The red one.
driving? Yeah.
The red one is Cobra Racing.
Oh, right, okay.
Project, should we ignore the fact that it has massive text on the side that says Cobra Racing?
Well, you see, we're not... well, we've just been massively ignorant to the fact that Matt has just gone P2.
He is an F1 driver, but he's slower than Jogsy, which I'm surprised by.
That's because Jogsy was... Jogsy is just a better driver, of course, clearly.
Yeah, it's because he's British.
Part of me. Not exactly on the pace at the moment.
I mean, he qualified in P2 before pilot for me, but he hasn't done much practice. And he's trying to get up the pace, but we'll have to see. 2 yellow sectors. He's coming towards the chicane now. This is where he messed up his last lap. Will he get it this time? Yes, he will. Where will this lap put him? Only P20.
Oof.
This really shows the advantage of hitting the wall, because he is one of the fastest drivers here today, and he hasn't learned how to hit the wall yet.
Oh, Matt goes P1. That's
No
not
surprise
funny.
there.
That is Matt. Who I don't have a graphic for.
It's a pro drive. Just play Runaway Drive. It's graphic.
Yeah, but then...
Jogsy has just overtaken Matt, so Jogsy's back in P1.
Oh, everyone... Oh, I was about to say Depot's improving, but then he's failed at improving. That's Depot, though. Even though it says Depot Dolphin Alt 1, that is in fact Depot Dolphin.
Oh. D-Pod, our head of media. Of course, he's been driving an i8 for a little bit, trying to get his team to overtake 97 in the Constructors, but we'll have to see if anything comes of that.
Let's go on board with Depot here. See how he either messed up his lap or does well on his lap, and he hits the wall. That is not the fastest way around that corner, and I think he's just found that out.
Now, D-Pod isn't known for being the fastest driver in the world, but he is... he's D-Pod. That's all I'm saying on the matter.
He's certainly struggling to perform, and hopefully the fact that his... Does he have another driver? I can't quite tell. I don't think he has another driver. All I see is these shades of blue. All of them look pretty much identical.
Yes, Tingers is the second driver.
Oh, of course.
The truck, who is in P12.
Well, if the graphics were updated, I might have been able to tell that.
I'm fairly sure Tingers is on the Dolphin Electric, but considering he's been driving for them since I think the start of the season, but I may be wrong.
Well, but that just shows how uninteresting this series can be at times. So let's watch Tingers as they have improved their first sector, not their
Oh,
final. Wait, what?
wait, what? How? Oh,
How?
how?
Matt has just gone to a 114.0. That
Don't think.
doesn't seem legal at all.
Well, I don't know if he got a really good hit off the wall or Tingers goes to P3, but I don't think Matt will be allowed to keep that time.
I'm skeptical as to how that time has even happened.
As am I. But we'll have a look. We'll find out soon as qualifying is coming to an end. Yeah, we'll be trying to find out how that lap time is set, but no promises.
Alright, to quote Depot Dolphin after that qualifying. And no, I promise you it's not Polish, it's gibberish, which tends to be Depot's primary language.
I don't know. Hello. There's me and Blade Challenger. I'm just having a look at the arches. Beautiful arches here in London.
No. No, they aren't. London isn't
Blade,
beautiful, honestly.
Blade seems to have 2 children. But you know what? I wouldn't mind living in one of these flats. I don't know about you, Project.
I would mind. I would live in London, I would hate that. Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, but you're
What?
Scottish, so
Scottish? What?
I don't know. I heard you were Scottish. Kaikera told me you were Scottish.
Okay. Me and Kaikira are going to have a lengthy conversation about
You're
how
not
I'm not Scottish.
Where are you from? I'm confused now. Are you English?
Yes, I'm not Scottish.
Kaikera said to me you were Scottish. Because I went. I was like, oh, look at how many people in the media team are British versus Americans. I said you, and Kaikera went, no, Project doesn't count. He's Scottish.
Oh my god. Oh no, I know. You're a victim to one of Kaikira's classic jokes.
Classic.
Oh, classic.
And to just confirm, Matt has lined up in P2, and Jogsy will be lining up on pole.
Anyway, we're gonna cut to our intro. We'll be back in just a few moments. Are you? Front end, it's London ePrix, and it's the end of Season 1 for the i8 World Championship. London track is got to be one of the most beautiful tracks on the calendar, although I cannot say the same for its drivability. wonder if we're going to be seeing a track map. There we go. There's the track map. 16 turns around this track. Attack mode can be activated around the second corner. It's on the inside before you head to turn 3, which would be one of the hardest corners to get attack mode, and this will be one of the most difficult tracks on the calendar. Challenging corners throughout. There's a lot of tight corners, and there is a tight section which includes an arch, which could be considered as a bridge, but it takes us around many monuments of London, including Nelson's Column. So we've got drivers lining up on the grid now, so let's cut to that.
Can I give you a proposal, Project?
You're proposing? Wow.
No. Are you a monarchist or are you anti-monarchy?
I'm afraid that due to YouTube TOS, I am not at liberty to discuss politics.
Well. This isn't political, but
It is political.
Hear me out. Buckingham Palace, Weatherspoons.
Right. Until we
Weatherspoons easy.
Right. There we go. Right, enough of that. You were server muted for misconduct. Anyway, Geography is on pole, or on board, with the English driver.
Epic dude, I'm sure will be going mad. If Jogsy has eardrums after this race, I'll be incredibly surprised. Just waiting for the race to start. Usual Ion delays. What would Ion be like without a massive delay between qualifying and the race?
Say what you want about Britain in World War II, a Brit disabled a tank with an umbrella. Okay, that is quite potentially one of the most British things I've heard. Anyway, the grid order for the race is Jogsy on pole, followed by Matt, Fingers, Accurus, Max. I don't know their name. What's their name? Oh boy. I don't know anyone's names. It's the two
Max
McLarens. Then, oh boy. No, who's not on the track? Blade, bog off, please. Respectfully, move off the track. You know what? I'm gonna annoy all of you. There you go. Now none of you are visible.
Mr. Developer Project User.
There we go, it's gonna take them at least 15 seconds to get over here. And now we're gonna do something even better and cut to this shot. And now, there we go, a nice shot of Big Ben, surprisingly. It's not under construction like it is in the real world, or not under restoration. Normally you'd see it in scaffolding.
Well, sometimes Big Ben has to have a bit of a makeover itself. And the laps are being set. 22 laps on the clock. We'll be getting underway soon as people are now jumping in and out of their cars. Everyone's getting off the grid, and hopefully, once that's finished, we will have lights out. As the
People
personnel
seemingly aren't reading that all person off the grid.
Breezy finally getting off the grid, and we'll be getting away with the lights soon. Underway with the lights soon. Yo, Kaikera, that was your cue, bro. Please. Oh yeah, as D-Pod gets it out. Because he's on Xbox. Like a weirdo. As the drivers have been told to watch the lights.
There
As
they
we
go,
have-
there are the lights coming on. There's all 5 of them. And after a very long wait, they are out. It's not the greatest of starts from Jogsy, already coming under pressure by Matt as we head down to turn 1. One of the longest runs down to turn 1 in these IA cars. No slipstream this weekend, so it's going to be hard to pass, but Jogsy already under pressure by cars behind him. It's Tingers and Matt pressuring Jogsy as we go through turn 1, turn 3, and turn 4, heading onto the first long straight of the track. Is still Jogsy leading, followed by Matt and Tingers in the Dolphin Electric car.
Coming towards Sector 1, the end of Sector 1 now. We'll have to see who's in the lead. It's Matt and Jogsy tied with only a tenth behind them. Tingers, we'll have to see. Jogsy is being attacked by the Dolphin Electric, but he has hit the wall slightly. The 3 blue cars coming through the fast left and right-handers into a left-hander. Let's see who messes up as they come towards the arches. Jogsy hits the wall. Matt is now in the lead, falling into the pack.
Let's go. We should be getting a replay on that soon, but it's Matt currently in P1, but Jogsy does seem to be getting redemption already. He's already back up into higher positions from what I see there.
They're coming through, down towards the second arch once again. Matt has got quite the lead now.
Accurus now in P2 as Tingers must have made a mistake, must have hit the wall in the arches.
Does anyone mess up at the chicane? We'll find out. Has anyone dropped back? Max Poke has. Did he? I think he spun at the chicane. Yeah, he did. He's going very slowly. As Marisha has accidentally pit.
Here is the incident that saw Jogsy losing his lead. Going very wide, hitting the wall, and that's put him down in P8.
And you know what, Project? D-Pod is in 15. Jogsy now only in 7th. Accurus is now 9 tenths behind the Pro Drive of Matt. Marisha has taken attack mode, but he has still got his pit limiter on. He entered the pits and he tried to back out of it, but I think he's still got his pit limiter on. I don't know. He might not.
Accurus 1.4 seconds behind Matt. Matt is starting to get a dominant lead in this race.
As all of the drivers are hitting the wall.
Including Tingers, I think you saw hitting the outside wall of that corner. Let's see if we can watch Marisha here. See if they have got their hit limiter on. They seem to be going at somewhat at racing speed, so I don't think that's an issue here. Matt must have made a mistake, as Accurus is now a lot closer to Matt, only 1 second. It was previously 1.4 seconds separating the two drivers.
Maybe Accurus just got a better hit off the wall. I really hope they do fix that for FA.
Well, there's not really a fix you can do, especially when it's a physical object that stops people from leaving the track.
I think you could add an invisible wall, so they can't bang off it. They actually have to do the corner.
Accuracy is gaining on Matt. He's a lot closer this lap. Let's go on board with the Craig driver. Only 0.7 seconds. Accuracy taking the purple first sector, fastest of anyone at the moment as we head through the arches and towards sector 2. Jogsy now up into P3, sets a purple second sector, catching up to this top 2, but it's only 0.1 second separating the two drivers at the front.
The inner tech of, I think that's the Professor, is trying to overtake Jogsy in the X21 now. They're coming through the arches, they are neck and neck, but the Professor is just behind. Coming towards the chicane now, who will get the position? The Professor spins, so Jogsy remains in P3. As D-Pod is also now in last with attack mode. Well done, D-Pod.
Matt has gained a lot of time on Accuracy there. Jogsy takes the fastest lap of the race in P3, 3.5 seconds behind the leader of Matt, but it's Matt leading with a 1.3 gap to Accuracy, which was a lot closer. Let's see if Accuracy can make up the gap that Matt once gained on him. Jogsy 0.05 of a second onto Matt, but let's remember 18 seconds remain, 18 seconds, 18 laps even. I can't tell who we're watching there. Oh, there's someone who's got in a car and was at the top of the leaderboard while I was trying to watch Matt. Matt, there you see, that's Matt. Then Accuracy coming around.
Jogs made a mistake. He hit the wall in a funny way. And now he has dropped back. He's into the clutches of runaway drive. And I guess that's the negative of trying to hit the wall. Sometimes it doesn't work, luckily.
Indeed, you do have to hit the wall in just right place. He's now coming under pressure from the other pro drive of runaway drive.
As Jogsy has now taken attack mode. Let's see what this gives him. He's got a 7-second gap to Matt, 5-second gap to Accuracy, and he's now behind runaway drive. So we'll have to see if that attack mode actually helps him or not.
Accuracy falling even further back from Matt. Matt has found his groove and is now cruising ahead of everyone in this race. 2.4 seconds separating him and Accuracy as we go through the first sector. Let's see how that changes in the second sector. Accuracy does improve, but it doesn't change the gap too much. Jogsy still unable to lessen the gap to Matt. 7.5 seconds, still 5 seconds to Accuracy. Even though he does have that attack mode, we could see the benefits of that attack mode coming to fruition as we head to the next straight.
Matt now coming across the line. He is still...
Oh, Accuracy makes a big mistake at the chicane. He hits the wall on the inside. Let's see if we can get an instant replay of that. But that's going to leave Jogsy up into P2. Accuracy from P2. Mistake alone.
Accuracy shows how hard this track is to drive, especially that fast chicane at the end. Accuracy making that mistake. Now down in P4, he may be even lower because that's going to give him a bad exit. I think he might just be behind the pro drive runaway drive though. We'll have to see as they come across the line. Yep, Tingers is still only in P5, but that puts Jogsy up into P2.
There you're just seeing the replay of the mistake Accuracy made into the final chicane, hitting the inside wall, hitting the inside curb, and then hitting the outside wall. That's a huge mistake from the crate driver, and it's cost him. Jogsy, now gaining 5 seconds, takes the fastest lap, and is catching up to Matt very quickly.
That attack mode isn't going to last forever, so we will have to see how he
Matt
does.
takes attack mode to cover off Jogsy. Jogsy took the attack mode 2 laps earlier, so that means that Matt will have 2 extra laps of attack mode where maybe he could pull away from Jogsy.
Accurist also takes attack mode. Let's see if he's able to catch up with Jogsy when Jogsy's run out of attack mode. It's only 3.3 seconds between Matt and Accurist, meaning Accurist is around 7 seconds to Jogsy. I don't think he's going to be able to make that up.
Well, there is still 14 laps remaining in this race, so anything could happen. I'm not wrong on that. 14 laps. Yeah, 14 laps. One Easy Boy sets the purple first sector after taking attack mode 19 seconds behind Matt. It's not going to affect him too much, but he is in the top 10, so he will get that 1.4 fastest lap if he gets it. Still on board with Jogsy, and Jogsy is right behind Matt now. Maybe he can make a move heading towards the final corner.
In fact, I think he has. What has happened to Matt? Matt is slowed right down as he makes quite a big mistake there. That's going to give Jogsy a massive gap.
And Jogsy goes into the lead, but you can expect Jogsy's attack mode to run out soon. 1.9 seconds behind Jogsy now is Matt. That's going to cost him a huge mistake. He was in P1, now he's in P2 with a huge gap to make up to Jogsy in the lead. Jogsy's attack mode runs out, as you see. You can see because the lights have changed back to blue from purple, as you might notice, from Matt's car compared to Jogsy's car.
Well, Matt is only 1.2 seconds behind Jogsy. He still has the opportunity to get past, but that mistake he's made, even when he runs out of attack mode, he's only going to be about 3 seconds in front of the British driver.
One Easy Boy once again setting the purple first sector. They've been fastest in the first sector, but still unable to achieve the fastest lap and take that point away from Jogsy.
As Matt, the wall has suddenly stopped working. They can't use it anymore. I don't know what's happening, but Jogsy stopped using it. Matt just tried to do it, and he's even further back from Jogsy now. As there's someone on the track, if you can sort that one out, Project.
I have no powers to do so.
Oh. Well, Kaikera, if you're listening, there's someone on the track. Now it's a 4-second gap between Jogsy and Matt. So Jogsy, probably even when Matt's run out of attack mode, will retain the lead.
And enough of that, but Accurist is only 2 seconds behind Matt and on Matt's tail. Matt is looking to not struggle anymore in this race. A P3 would be detrimental.
Well, he is an F1 driver with his seat confirmed for next season, so, I mean, him doing badly today wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for him, but I know what you mean.
The seat is yours for a few minutes, British Quota.
Jogsy, still in the lead, 2.3 seconds behind is Matt, who's made another mistake. Why is he still trying to use this wall? It obviously isn't working for him, but he's tried again, and Accurist is now passed. So it's Jogsy, then Accurist. As Jogsy comes on to start the 10th lap, how far behind will Accurist be? Accurist will be 4.4 behind. Matt, with no attack mode left, is 5.5 behind. Accurist has also run out of attack mode, 4.1 behind, as Depot is about to get lapped. Accurist gaining a little bit. As Kaikera has just announced that if you are on the track, you will be penalised. probably banned from the game or the server. So if you're racing an FE, that wouldn't be good if you were banned. Anyway, Jogsy coming through the arches now, catching D-Pod at a rate of knots. Yeah, I know he might give D-Pod away as he comes past. Looking down the field, Tiggers is only 2 seconds behind Runaway Drive, but Runaway Drive does have attack mode. These guys have stopped using the wall now, and it hasn't worked. I don't know if Beetles were put into action there, but Matt is now trying to attack Accurist. Can he get past? It's only 3.9 seconds between the two. We'll have to see as he comes through towards turn 1.
We reached the halfway mark of this race. Matt and Accurus battling for P2, 3 tenths separating the two drivers as we head towards turn 5. We can see D-Pod just ahead. Accurus will be lapping them soon.
D-Pod hasn't done very well in this race, has he?
Well, he's currently 84 seconds behind everyone else, and considering that the next slowest driver is 24 seconds ahead of him.
Oh, and he's hit the wall. Well done, D-Pod. Well done.
Congratulations. Okay, back to Jogsy. Jogsy has got the fastest lap, and it's now 5 times separating Accurus and Matt. Let's see if Matt or Accurus do try to get the wall hit to make it around. And that's D-Pod making a huge mistake at the hairpin. Hitting the wall.
I don't know what's happened with the hairpin. I don't know what's happened with the hairpin, but everyone stopped trying to do the wall thing. Matt's already lost first by doing it. Jogsy was a lot smarter, stopped doing it way before, after he made one mistake at the wall, but we'll have to... Kaikara might have used Beetles or something to counter it. I don't know. As Accurus almost spins there, has a big oversteer moment coming into turn 4.
Jogsy still in the lead, 3.7 seconds from to Accurus, 4 seconds to Matt, and then the next driver is, let alone, 11 seconds behind. But that's 3 and 4 for the Pro Drive team. Tengas is up into P5, Hornity Boy in P6, McLaren in P7, and, well, doesn't look like a good race for 97. Neither of their drivers are in the top 10 at the moment, I don't believe.
No, they have got one driver in the top 10.
Yes, they have Joey Windsor in the top 10, but I don't think that's enough to keep them ahead of D-Pod Dolphin Electric in the Constructors' Championship.
Well, D-Pod Dolphin Electric only has a driver in P5, and in fact, I think that Joey has just gained a position into P8, so we'll have to see.
Let's have a look.
Hingers and Runaway Drive are having a bit of a battle here, as D-Pod is being lapped by his teammate.
That's IFE. I8. So, in fact, yes, it would be. They would have to gain at least 50 points to. No, they wouldn't even be able to beat I8. And never mind. I'm completely saying incorrect things here. The I8 championship will not be affected by this race, even though their 97's top driver is in P9 at the moment. Jogsy 3.3 to... Oh, what's happened? Oh, no. Accurus has gained a lot of time through that chicane there. Something happened to Jogsy, and I'm not sure what it was, but Jogsy has lost a lot of time to P2. P2 will be looking to catch up to them, Accurus, in that great car.
I think Accurus is just more willing to take these risks, whereas Jogsy's playing a bit more safe. But we'll have to see, is that Marisha is retiring.
something I've just noticed, Matt must have made a huge mistake. He's 5 seconds behind Jogsy.
Yeah. Matt really not having a good race here at London.
Clear lead not, but Jogsy still leads, followed by Accurus, Matt, Tinger's Runaway Drive, 1 Yeety Boy. That's your top 6, 15 seconds separating them, and I think we're going to see a huge battle by the Fleet and the Pro Drive here.
.8 seconds between Jogsy and Accurus now. Accurus continues 21.
There might be a battle at the front, but there's also a very close battle for P5 at the moment. Between Fleet's 1 Yeety Boy and Pro Drive's Runaway Drive.
Yeah. I think 1 Yeety Boy has now got ahead of Runaway Drive. We'll see as they cross the line. Oh,
Runaway Drive must have made a mistake in that final sector. It might have made a mistake in the hairpin, but he definitely made a mistake at the final chicane.
I wonder if 1 Yeety Boy may now be able to catch the Dolphin Electric of Tingers and maybe get into P4.
Currently watching Accurus after the first long straight of the track, heading towards the final sector. Now, looking to catch up to Jogsy. The current gap is 2.5 seconds. But it's growing, but only slightly.
We will have to see. Jogsy is in the final sector now, so is Accurus. But Jogsy is coming towards the arches. Accurus to the corner behind him. It's coming across the line. We'll have to see what the gap is when Accurus does. As Accurus hits the wall slightly, takes that chicane a lot slower than Jogsy. It's now 4.15 seconds between the two drivers.
Accurus made a big mistake out of the final corner, I'm hearing. Oh, and speaking of big mistakes, can't tell who that was, but that might have been... It's not Black... The professor in that Initech car made a large mistake at the final chicane, but we're still watching Accurus. I might have missed a mistake that they made at chicane, but it certainly lost them time, but they have been able to gain that 1/10 that they previously had Jogsy. They've been able to gain that to the British driver, who's currently in the lead quite comfortably with the fastest lap as well. Matt currently in P3, 6.6 seconds to Jogsy, and Matt won't be happy with his performance considering he was leading the race for most of it and then went down into P3 after making many mistakes that led to Jogsy overtaking him.
Well, at the end of the day, if you want to take the risk trying to exploit the track, you've got to pay the price sometimes, and Matt has paid that price. Jogsy is now leading the way with 4.4 seconds to Accurus. And if I'm not correct, this will be Jogsy's first Ion win. It may be an I8, but you never know. But you know. In fact, has he only got 6% left in the car? Can we pull up the battery again, please? 21. Is it 60% or 6%?
What is... Jogsy's on 60%.
Oh, 60%. I was going to say then, that would have been a bit weird if he was on 6%. Yeah. He's on 58.7% battery.
We've just missed a big mistake from Accurus. Accurus now down in P3. Matt has overtaken them 11 seconds to Jogsy now.
Yeah, Jogsy is comfortably in front unless he makes a mistake, which he hasn't yet, but we'll have to see.
Jogsy still leads, still in the fastest lap, and 8 seconds to his nearest rival. You could consider this to be a dominant performance by the British driver.
Yeah, but it is I8, so don't get your hopes up.
I never had high hopes in the first place, but
Tingers is now having to defend from one Yeezy boy, who is passing the Dolphin Electric driver. As we come into turn 4, I think one Yeezy boy has made the move. Tingers is now in P5 with one Yeezy boy and a fleet, only 4 seconds behind Accurist. Nope, Tingers has got back passed.
Jogsy is typing during the race, that's how, and that has cost him time to map, 4 seconds. Jogsy was asking how many laps was remaining in the race, and it's cost him a lot of time, and it could even cost him the win at this point, as Matt is gaining a lot of time, 4 attempts in that last sector alone.
And then Matt made a mistake, so I think Jogsy might be back at 4 seconds now, but we'll have to see. Coming across the line, we'll have 3 laps to go when he crosses the line. Or is it 4? It's one of the two. As the Red Bull of Arceus is being lapped in his final race. Oh, sorry, that's Lowly Aishan. It's now 2 seconds between the drivers.
Oh.
Jogsy may have just thrown away a win here for asking how many laps left to go.
And Jogsy takes the attack mode to try and cover off Matt. With these last 3 laps remaining, he will have the attack mode to the end. So Matt taking attack mode now would not be beneficial at all.
Yeah. I don't think Matt's realised this. But, as you say, Project, Jogsy will have attack mode till the end. Will Matt realise this and take attack mode next lap, as he's made a bit of a mistake? And Jogsy is pulling miles away from him. This is going to give X21 their first Iron win, as Matt just made another mistake. Jogsy starting lap 20, 2 purple sectors.
That's a huge mistake from Matt in the chicane. Sorry to cut in there.
And Accurist is only 1 second behind. And he's got attack mode. Matt hasn't.
We should be able to see a replay of that mistake from Matt here. Just going into the chicane. Hits the walls in the arch and then just makes this huge mistake. Spinning out of the chicane. That's going to put him right next to Accurist. Accurist could potentially still get P2 on this race.
Accurist has now made the move. Matt has taken attack mode as well, though. So now it's just a trial of speed as they come down towards turn 5 through turn 6 and 7. Matt almost spins.
Matt is really struggling at the moment.
Accurist in that number 69 car, only 9.7 in front of Matt now. Of course, Jogsy's racing number is usually 69, but he's leading the way with Accurist in P2.
Matt is not having the greatest of outings this weekend, making a lot of mistakes as we head to the final segment of this race.
Jogsy starting the penultimate lap now. Where is Accurist? How far behind is he? He is 9 seconds behind still. So if he wants any chance of winning this race, he has to hope, dream that Jogsy makes a mistake. But I doubt that's going to happen.
A mistake?
been a long day, Project.
It is 3:30 in the afternoon.
I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Oh, diddums. Right, there's Joxy, heading towards the final sector of the track. Matt has taken attack mode and is now setting a purple sector 1. Let's see if he can steal this fastest lap away from Joxy.
Or if he can get into P2, because the gap's only 4/10, I don't know if he's actually got past. Now it's a second. He is getting closer, farther away. He is really trying at the moment.
As you heard it here from British Coach first, he's getting closer, further away, but Matt is making a lot of mistakes in this final sector. I would be surprised if he is able to make this fastest lap.
Jogsy starting the final lap. Accurist is still in P2 as there's a car flipped. That was the X21, Jogsy's teammate, and the fleet of one Yeezy boy has spun. Will Runaway Drive get past? No, it won't.
That's not the right graphic at all. Oh no. Nobody's won. There we go. Anyway, Jogsy coming on the first straight of the track is purely dominant, 11 seconds to the next driver of Accurist in the Crake. Jogsy is cruising along.
But Jogsy and Accurist have run out of attack mode. Accurist may have taken attack mode one lap too early here.
I don't think it's going to matter too much for Jogsy. He's got 11 seconds to Matt and Accurist, 1 second to Matt. But let's see if that attack mode will help him.
I think it might help Matt here, because he is right behind the Crate driver, unless he makes a mistake through this hairpin.
Jogsy coming through the penultimate corner. He's going very slowly, but we're heading towards the chicane. He takes the chicane, and he's heading down the straight to win on his I8 debut.
What a surprise, an F1 driver beats a bunch of amateurs. As Accurist only just finishes in P3.
So that's the podium. Jogsy, Matt, and Accurist. Then Tingers, one Yeezy boy, and maybe Runaway Drive, unless either of them make a mistake. One Yeezy boy runs out of attack mode, but he is able to secure that P5 position. And Runaway Drive should be coming up now to take P6. Oh, he doesn't! He must have made a huge mistake!
He has
What's
made
happened?
a mistake to only just take P7.
The professor is hence able to take P6 away from Runaway Drive.
Your final driver in the top 10, Finale, comes home to get some points.
Or to get a point for that McLaren team. That's the top 10. Deeper Dolphin should be coming around to finish his own track. He's only done 21 laps, but he will finish his track and he will finish his home race, even though he might have been exactly last. Last driver coming home to finish should be Joey now. Joey Windsor, and he crosses the line. I think he might be out of energy there.
Well, I don't know how much of energy, considering Jogsy finished with over 50% energy. Or was it over 40? Over something percent energy, so energy management obviously didn't mean that much, but he is the winner. Jogsy coming to Parc Ferme. Another issue with this track, Parc Ferme is jank, but hey, here we are.
Jogsy spamming the brake just to, I don't know, showboat.
Why is oh, I thought Epic dude was jumping then. I was like, you didn't know for this one, but yeah, but Jogsy winning the race. Is this Accurist's first podium? I think it might be, actually.
Well, we'll be getting the podium up very soon.
But stay tuned after the podium, because we have got FE. You'll have D-Pod, who made this track, and has raced in I8 and Blade Challenger Racing. As we are getting the podium ceremony underway.
Hopefully we can get some interviews underway during the podium ceremony.
If you do that, Project, I'm gonna go get ready for FE. So it's been a fun race, guys. I will see you next season. I think Matt.
No. He has been dismissed, sincerely.
There's your podium sitters. You got Matt at first,
And then, hopefully, coming onto the podium very soon, Jogsy.
Right, everyone, thank you for watching this I8 race. It's the last race of the season, so we'll be seeing you after the season break. We don't know when that is, but we should be in a few months, and we will be coming back next year. But don't leave us just yet, as Formula E is coming up. I8 is ending for this season, but we can't forget to thank all of our members for their support this season. Their names are coming up on the screen. You can join that list of members. You support us every single stream. You can join them for just 99 cents a month, and it doesn't sound like too much, but you do help us every single race. So thank you from everybody at the media team for watching I8 this season, and until then, have a good day.